Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to Too Much Tech. And in today's video we are going to be reviewing the SteelSeries Arctis Pro with the GameDAC in this super sweet white color, and believe it or not, it has RGB. Obviously, for that RGB to work, you have to use like this little weird port that SteelSeries used on the headset. If you guys want to see a little bit more about that, I will have the unboxing video linked in the description below, where I went into depth with the software, everything that comes in the box, obviously, and some of the little nuances with the headphones in terms of the exterior and the build, as well as I did a really long mic test so you guys can hear how this mic sounds. Personally, I do think that this mic sounds a lot better than the mic that they put on the Astro A40s and A50s. One thing this headset gets right, it's the mic. Let's go ahead and talk about the design of this headset, because this design, it's okay. I don't love it. That's probably my biggest issue with the headset, is the design. So this one might be a little bit more ranty, but at least it looks good. In terms of design, there's not really a ton of adjustment for these headphones. The ear cups rotate. They have a little bit of swivel right here to make sure that you get the right seal on the side of your head. But unfortunately, where these lack, where the really basic $50 SteelSeries Arctis ones pick up for that slack, they have no real vertical adjustment, unfortunately. And that is probably the biggest thing in terms of the downfall of this headset, is gonna be the comfort. If you have like a small to medium sized head, you're probably gonna be fine with these. They even give you like this little band that comes on the headset that's supposed to give you a little bit more comfort. Here, let me put it on real quick. So we got this nice little band right here. It's supposed to be super flexible, right? Well, this is cool, but like I said, you gotta have either like a small or medium sized head for this to make sense, because otherwise, if you have a huge head, this is what happens. I have the headset on, but now the headset is like tugging and pulling up for me right here. Honestly speaking, it doesn't make it the most comfortable headset for me personally. That is probably, like I said, the biggest thing that is a huge compromise for me to use this headset. What I did to fix that issue, I just took out that little strap right here, exposed this aluminum, and then there's like a little rubber pad right here on the inside that, you know, I can't really feel it because of my hair, of course, but if you're bald, you might feel that. No hate, I'll probably be there one day, but just letting you know, just so you're aware. And now when I put it on, it fits a lot better. I don't have that same feeling that it feels like the headset is pulling up, especially toward like the bottom of my ears and stuff like that. Because like I said, I got a big head, I can't help it. Headsets, they're just like mice. If the shape isn't right, they aren't gonna work for you. So to fix that issue, make sure you take off the strap and it will be a bit more comfortable for you. Other than that, like I said, SteelSeries, take notes for the future. Just add some vertical adjustment right here and we're good, just like the Arctis one. We got these removable magnetic speaker tabs that you can customize. You got a little RGB ring light around here too, and it looks really sweet when you have it plugged in. On the headset itself, you have a mute switch for your mic and a volume wheel too, a 3.5mm jack, a proprietary jack that you need to be able to use this with a GameDAC, and then you also have a retractable boom mic, which I think does sound really good, and it sounds a lot better than the Astro A40s. Now let's go ahead and get into the sound quality of this headset. The sound quality is pretty good. It does have better bass response than the Astros, a lot similar to like a Turtle Beach headset. The mids and highs are pretty clear too. You'll have no issues really distinguishing footsteps and stuff like that. This does make for a really good gaming experience. If I had to rate the audio quality on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it probably like a 7.5. Its competitors, the A40s, I will give those probably an 8.5. These are gonna give you a slightly more immersive feel than the Astro headset will, that SteelSeries even compares it to on their website. Why is that? Because these have a higher frequency response. The Arctis Pro just has a much bigger range of sound that it will pick up than the A40s do. Or at least that's what it says on paper. And do they sound good? Yes. I will say that I definitely noticed that these are a better music listening to headset than the Astros that I have sank many hours into. 40mm drivers, and they thump pretty hard. The bass is really good. It's not overpowering, and even if you put it on the bass boost preset, it's not crazy bass. This isn't gonna be like some Beats by Dre type bass that you'll get. It's bass that you can feel and hear, but it's not gonna rock your skull. So these feature high resolution audio, and they also feature DTS for headphones. And there's a mode on the GameDAC that you can quickly turn on or off the DTS mode. The DTS mode gave it a little bit better spatial audio, and that was about it. That was about the extent of my experience with that. It didn't make the audio quality sound sound a lot better or any worse. It just increased the spatial audio a little bit. So would I recommend using it? Sure, it will give you maybe a slight advantage in game. And it says that it also features Dolby Audio too. I didn't really see any crazy settings in there for that, but it has it. If you're looking for it, then you know it's got it. But otherwise, I think that this headset creates a really decent stereo surround sound effect so that you get accurate positional audio. You can use this headset with PS4 or PC, but you cannot use it with the Xbox One. If you want to use it with the Xbox One, I believe the version that they have for Xbox is called like the Arctis 9X or 7X or something like that. That's the version that you get if you want to use a very similar headset for the Xbox One. Talk about the GameDAC for a second. I do like this thing. It's very small, super simple to use, really easy. If you want to change the mode from the volume to the chat mix, you just hit this big button right here one time, swaps it over, and now your knob is controlling the mix of your chat audio and game audio. And I really like that this thing has this cool little OLED screen on it too. If you want to see me play with this thing in depth and kind of see everything that it can do, go to my unboxing video, like I said already, linked in the description below. But this thing is really cool. I am a fan of it. I'll be down if more companies started to use screens that they made for their highest end gaming headsets, because this is really cool. That OLED screen, I mess with it a lot. It is incredibly customizable in the SteelSeries engine as well, but honestly, the screen is so good, you'll rarely ever need it. The only thing you'll really need the SteelSeries engine for is to control the RGB and to update the firmware of your headset every so often. When I unboxed it, there was an update for the firmware, so be sure to do that. I don't know what it fixes, but that was just the first thing that I did. I just made sure it was installed and I had really next to no issues. One weird thing that I will say though, when I had this plugged into my PC, it wouldn't let me change the volume from 100%. So my PC audio was always stuck at 100%. So I had to use the volume wheel on this and the volume wheel on my headset to control the volume on my PC when I was using it as my source for the GameDAC and this headset. So just beware, you won't have control in Windows to change the volume. So your shortcuts aren't really gonna matter. All you have to do is just reach over to your GameDAC and you can change the volume. That was just a really weird thing that I noticed. I get it. Maybe they just did that because they didn't need too many volume adjustments. So they just left it on the headset and on the GameDAC, and they got some script that they run that takes over the volume control of your computer for a second. But just thought I'd mention that in case anybody else noticed that. Overall, I do like this headset. Do I prefer it over the A40s? Not necessarily, just because I find that the A40s are a little bit more comfortable. And that's my biggest reasoning for not switching those to this. Another reason why I find the A40s more comfortable, I feel like the stock ear pads on those are just a little bit softer. These are more like a firm pillow. The A40s are more like a super soft pillow. If you're looking for reasons why this headset more than likely won best gaming headset of the year from IGN, like it says plastered on the front of the box, probably because they do have some really decent sound quality, and this OLED screen on the GameDAC is probably a real crowd pleaser. This I like a lot because you don't have to really use the software on your computer, except for, like I said, to control your RGB on your headset and to install updates. Other than that, you can literally control all the presets, all the EQs, turn on and off the surround sound, change the mic side tone, all on the GameDAC by itself with this handy dandy little screen that it has. Like, how come a lot of other companies haven't thought of this yet? This is some cool stuff. SteelSeries, I just realized that they're really big into putting screens on stuff. Like the Apex Pro, there's a screen on it. GameDAC, screen on it. Rival 710, there was a screen on it. SteelSeries, they just love putting these little OLED screens on a ton of stuff. But yeah, I'm cool with it. It's pretty futuristic, a novel feature, and I hope that they keep doing it. They keep improving it and making it better. And maybe on the next version, they'll make this screen a little bit bigger and include even more functionality. Now, this headset costs $250. For $250, I will say this. I wish that they sounded a little bit better. It's passable for the price range, but I did expect more. But it's not bad either, and it's probably gonna be an upgrade, especially if you're using like a $50 or $100 gaming headset currently. You will notice a big difference in the sound quality. And for that reason, they do get my recommendation. But just be wary, like I said, if you have a big head, there's the chance that these could probably be uncomfortable for you. So you wanna make sure that you give it a fair shot. You take off this little Velcro comfort thing and just use it and see if it works for you. And if it doesn't, you might have to try something else. Currently, they're sold out in a lot of places because of the you know what. But when these go back in stock, I'm pretty sure they'll probably be priced around $200 or $250, which is another reason why maybe you are interested in going for these, because you might find them on a better sale than the A50s as well. Typically the A40s are $250 and that's about it. They rarely go on sale. I've hardly seen them on sale. The lowest I've seen them was maybe $210 or $220. These, I pretty often see them on sale for about $210 or $220. So nice savings there if you're looking to save a bit of money and still getting a nice high performing gaming headset. But all right, you guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. If you guys have any other questions, or maybe you have this headset yourself and you want to leave your feedback on the headset, or maybe you're interested in picking one up, feel free to drop a comment below. I love to hear what you guys have to say. But do me a favor, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Oh, by the way, the join button is active on the channel now. So if you want some cool emotes and stuff, hit that join button. I made it super cheap. It's only like $2 if you want to further support Too Much Tech. But that's all I got for you guys. I'll see you in the next video.